and welcome to my kitchen. This week's recipe is a compilation of savory rolls 3 ways. First up, the classic pigs in a blanket. Next is spinach and pine nuts crescent rolls. And lastly, pull apart monkey bread with Za'tar. Let's get started. Pigs in a blanket is essentially hot dogs, rolls, and crescent rolls. And we're using the Pillsbury crescent rolls ready to make. Unroll those, pop them open, and each roll yields 8 crescent rolls. However, I slice them in half, as you will see, and a whole recipe yields 32 pigs in a blanket. I slice along the perforation to be clear, so when I start rolling, everything is nice and smooth. And like I said, I slice them in half again to make the mini pigs in a blanket. Recommendation with the hot dogs is I use whole hot dogs and then toast them for about 5 minutes prior to baking them, and then I cut them into quarters, and there you go. So I place them at the wider end of the crescent roll and until all of those are filled up. And starting with the wider end, rolling in to the slimmer side until you get a nice shape of a crescent roll. A mini pig in a blanket. And you bake these in a 375 degree Fahrenheit oven for about 16 to 18 minutes, and they're ready to go. This recipe, along with the 2 others, will be listed in the description below. These are great for parties and for snacking. So on to the next recipe. Spinach and pine nut savory roll is a Lebanese favorite known as Fatayer with spinach, pine nuts, sumac, and lemon. Getting started with 16-ounce bag of spinach that's been rinsed and cleaned, and then adding a teaspoon of salt and letting that sit for 10 minutes, which softens the spinach. In this part, I take a tea towel and then rinse out all of the liquid and then return the fluffy spinach to the bowl, adding about 2 teaspoons of lemon juice, 1 teaspoon of sumac. If you don't have that, use chili powder instead. About 1/3 of a cup of pine nuts and 1/3 of a cup of chopped yellow onions. And then adding 1/3 cup of olive oil and mix that very well to combine. I'm then working with a ready-made pie crust. I flour my work surface and open the pie crust up, adding about half of the mixture because we're going to make 2 times the recipe for 16 crescent rolls. So spread the mixture out to the outer layers, leaving about a 1/4 inch uncovered, and then with a pizza slicer, slice into 8. Beginning with the outer wider rim, go ahead and roll the slices into the narrow end, being sure not to smash them, and then pinching shut at the very end. This will give you 8, and then when you repeat the mixture, it gives you 16 total, covering with an egg wash and putting that into the oven at 400 degrees for about 20 minutes until golden brown. And ready hot out of the oven, tangy, flaky, buttery, and absolutely delicious. Next up is pull apart monkey bread with Za'tar. Za'tar is a mixture of oregano, thyme, sesame seeds, and sumac, and then you add a little bit of olive oil, and then you have a nice mixture there. You could use any type of garlic, rosemary, whatever you like. You want to use these Grands Flaky Biscuits, 2 big packs, and I use 1.5 of those. And then just pop those out, and then you want to get yourself a nice bundt pan, and then just layer those up. Absolutely easy recipe. You could use any type of olive oil, garlic, cheese, and just take this and make it what you will. Layering these flaky biscuits all around, and then topping off with whatever type of dressing. Here I'm using the Za'tar because it is absolutely delicious, and you bake it and it comes out crispy and golden, and it's served really good with olives and mint, and it's a Lebanese favorite, breakfast favorite. Pop it into a 375 degree oven for about 25 minutes or so until golden brown, and then you can pull those out with the tongs and pull apart the flaky layers. Serve with olives, some tomatoes, some fresh mint, and maybe some cardamom tea. Absolutely delightful, worth a try. And thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for new videos every Monday, and I'll see you next week. Bye for now.